I should have walked out the second she leaned in and said it. We used your name. Just like that. Quiet. Like she was asking me to pass the salt. I didn't move. I kept staring at the recorder on the table, red light blinking. Steady. Too steady. The room smelled like burnt coffee, the kind that sits too long. My name is Marlowe Bennett, 32 years old. I almost didn't come. The email had sounded official. Examination under oath. I didn't even know what that meant at first. I called Tessa. She said it was just a formality, insurance review, show up, answer a few questions, and leave. That's what she said. So I came. I sat down slowly. My chair scraped against the floor. No one looked up. My father was already there, hands folded like he'd done this before. My mother kept her eyes down. And Tessa, my sister, was watching me too closely, like she needed to see if I'd follow the script. Just answer what they ask, she said. Softer now. Don't complicate it. Don't complicate it. I almost laughed. Honestly, there was a woman in the corner typing, fast, not looking at us, every word landing somewhere permanent. A man in a dark suit walked in last. No introduction, just sat, opened a file, and stopped on a page like he already knew where to look. The attorney cleared his throat. This is an examination under oath regarding claim number A, ZEED 44721. That word again, under oath. It didn't sound like paperwork anymore. The folder in front of me was pushed closer. I looked down and saw my name. I kept staring at the page. My name didn't look like mine anymore. It looked placed there, like it belonged to someone who made decisions I didn't remember making. I think there's a mistake, I said. My voice came out thinner than I expected. I don't own this. No one answered right away. The attorney didn't even look surprised. He just adjusted his glasses and tapped the top of the document. Policyholder, he said. Marlowe Bennett. I shook my head. No, I don't have anything to do with a storage facility. Tessa leaned closer again. I could feel her breath near my ear. Just listen, she whispered. It's structured that way. That's all. Structured. I looked at her then. Really looked. She wasn't nervous. Not even a little. She looked annoyed. Like I was already making this harder than it needed to be. My father finally spoke. It's for tax purposes. He said, calm, flat. You're listed on paper. That doesn't mean anything. It means something if I'm sitting here. I said. That landed. I could feel it. The man in the dark suit flipped another page. Slow. Deliberate. The claim, he said, finally speaking, is for $1.9 million. The number hit different when it was said out loud. I didn't even look at him. I was still looking at my name. And for the first time, it didn't feel like something I owned. It felt like something that had been used. I let the silence sit. No one rushed to fix it. So I'm just... What? I said. A name on paper. That's exactly what you are, my father said. Calm, controlled. Don't turn it into something else. Something else. The woman in the corner kept typing, keys hitting hard, like every word mattered more than I did. It's not nothing if I'm under oath. I said, you brought me here for a reason. Tessa exhaled, sharp this time. You're overthinking it. This is how it's done. You're listed for structure. That's it. For structure. I said. Yes, she replied. It protects everything, except me. That landed, small, but real. My mother shifted. Marlowe, please, she said quietly. Don't start. Don't start. I didn't agree to this, I said. No one asked me. My father looked at me then. Finally, you signed what we sent you. He said, that's agreement. I frowned. What did I sign? Tessa didn't hesitate. The vendor packet, she said. After the storage deal, I sent it late. You said you were tired. You told me to just flag where to sign. I remembered. The email. Past midnight. Just sign. It's internal. I didn't read it. I trusted her. You told me it wasn't legal. I said it wasn't complicated. She replied, that wasn't the same thing. And suddenly, this didn't feel like paperwork. It felt planned. The man in the dark suit closed the file halfway, like he didn't need the rest yet. Victor Hale. He said, Special Investigations Unit. No one reacted. Not even Tessa. He slid a photo across the table. Burned walls. Collapsed metal racks. What used to be something organized now looked like it had been torn apart from the inside. The fire, he said, shows signs that it may not have been accidental. My father leaned back slightly. That hasn't been confirmed. Victor didn't argue. We're still reviewing, he said. But there are indicators we don't ignore. The room tightened anyway. Multiple ignition points, he continued. Possible accelerant use? That's what we're looking at. Tessa crossed her arms. So you're guessing. I'm documenting, he said. I could hear the air conditioning now. Low, steady, filling the silence no one else wanted to touch. Victor turned a page and tapped it once. Hale Storage Holdings, he said. You're listed as the managing member. Ms. Bennett. I felt it drop in my chest. That's not right. I said, I don't run anything. I've barely even been there. You're listed as the person in charge, he replied. Every official filing points back to you. My approval, I said. Tessa leaned in again. Too quick. Don't push this, she whispered. Just let it go. I pulled back. You said it was structure. Now it's me being in charge. It's the same thing, she said. It's not, I said. Victor didn't interrupt. He just watched. Then he added, calm, measured. The policy was increased 6 months before the fire. He said, that change is tied to your name. I didn't react right away. I didn't do that. I said, this time. No one corrected me. I didn't argue after that. I just sat there, staring at the page, and things started to line up. Not all at once, just pieces. Enough to make something ugly take shape. You signed the amendment, my father said. It's in the file. Show me. Victor slid the document over. Signature at the bottom. My name. My handwriting. But it didn't feel like mine. I didn't sign this. I said. Tessa exhaled slowly. You did. It was sent to you months ago. Sent where your email. I looked at her, the one you told me to use for approvals. She didn't answer. I remembered it then. Late night. I was half asleep. Just sign this. It's internal. We need it processed. I didn't read it. I didn't open anything properly. I just clicked where she told me to click. I trusted her. I always had. That wasn't approval. I said. That was you telling me where to sign. Victor spoke. Steady. The submission came through your credentials, he said, but not from your usual access points? My usual. I said. You were in Seattle that week, he added. This came from Phoenix. Silence again. I leaned back. So you needed my name? I said. My login. My signature. Tessa's jaw tightened. We needed things to move. You needed someone it wouldn't trace back to. I said. My father cut in. That's enough. I looked at him. No. I said. This is exactly enough. And this time, no one rushed to explain it away. The paper slid closer to me. No one said anything for a second. That was the pressure, the quiet, the expectation that I'd just do it. Victor didn't touch it. He just watched. Tessa nudged it with her fingers. This is the sworn statement, she said. It confirms the claim. That's all. That's all. I repeated. It keeps things moving, she added. Without it, everything freezes. My father leaned in slightly. We don't need delays right now. I looked down at the document. Lines of text, legal language, dense, final. At the bottom, my name again. Waiting. If I sign this, I said slowly, I'm confirming I'm responsible. No, Tessa said quickly. You're confirming the structure. That's not what it says. It's implied, she snapped. I could hear a faint clicking sound, the pen in her hand, tapping against the table. Fast, irritated. Then she leaned closer, voice lower now. If you don't sign this, she said, the claim stalls, the accounts freeze, everything stops. I didn't answer. She held my gaze. We all go down with it. She added, there it was, not a request, not even a lie. A threat dressed as family. My father didn't correct her. My mother didn't speak. I felt something settle inside me. Not fear, not anger, just weight shifting. I picked up the pen, turned it once in my fingers, then set it down again. Okay, I said, and for the first time, they relaxed too early. I let the word sit there. Okay. Tessa exhaled first. Quick, like she'd been holding it. My father leaned back. Just a little. Enough to show he thought this was done. The pen was still in front of me. Close enough to reach without thinking. I didn't reach. I turned the page instead. Paper made a dry, sharp sound, too loud for how quiet the room was. Victor watched that, not the page. Me. What are you doing? Tessa said. Reading. I said. You don't need to read it, she snapped. We already went through this. I said. She didn't answer. I traced a line of text with my finger. Slow. Not because I needed to, because they needed to see I wasn't rushing. Who submitted the policy change I said? My father shifted. That's not relevant. It is if it's in my name. Tessa cut in. It was processed internally. That's standard. Through my login, I said, from my account. Yes, she said, because you approved it. I looked up. I was in Seattle that week. That landed harder than I expected. Tessa blinked once. Small, quick. Victor spoke quietly. We have the submission timestamp. I didn't look at him. Then you also have the location. I said. No one rushed to answer. The pen stopped tapping. The room changed again. Not loud, not dramatic, just direction. I pushed the document back an inch. I'm not signing something I didn't do, I said. My voice didn't shake. That surprised them more than anything. Victor didn't raise his voice. Let's review the submission records, he said. The attorney nodded and reached for a folder already set aside. No one rushed. No one panicked. That made it worse. Tessa shifted in her seat. We've already submitted everything, she said. This is unnecessary. We're verifying. Victor replied. The attorney passed him a printed report. Clean, marked, like they'd been through it already. Victor scanned it, then spoke. Submission came through at 11:42 p.m., he said. 6 months before the loss. He paused, eyes still on the page. Access was made using your credentials, he added, glancing at me. But the location doesn't match your known activity. I didn't move. Say it clearly. He did. Phoenix, Arizona. I nodded once. I was in Seattle. Tessa leaned forward. That doesn't prove anything. People travel. Devices move. Victor didn't respond to her. He turned another page. There's also the payout routing, he said. Account ending in 4821. My father leaned in. That's the company account. Victor shook his head. It's not registered under her name. The room went still again. I let it sit. That's not my account, I said. No one corrected me. Tessa tried anyway. It's tied to the LLC. That still connects to you. Then I should have access, I said. She didn't answer. Victor closed the file partway. Follow the records, he said quietly. They tend to point in one direction, and for the first time, The system wasn't holding me in place. It was pulling away from me. I didn't rush it. I'd already been through my phone the night before. Every message, every alert I'd ignored because I trusted her. I almost didn't bring any of it. I almost walked in here empty. But I didn't. I set the phone on the table. Tessa's voice sharpened. "What are you doing?" "Finishing this," I said. I turned the screen toward Victor. "Email," I said. 6 months ago. He leaned in, read it once, then again. The subject line was short. Use her name. No signature. It didn't need one. My father shifted. "That doesn't prove there's more," I said. I opened the next screen. Logan alert. I continued. Same night as the submission. New device. Phoenix location. Victor checked the timestamp against the report in front of him. "That's not my device," I said. "I was in Seattle." "You already confirmed that." Tessa leaned forward. "Too quick. You're pulling things out of context." "No," I said. "I'm putting them back together." I hesitated for a second, then opened the last file. "I didn't record this on purpose," I said. "It was from dinner." I forgot my phone was recording. I pressed play. My father's voice filled the room. Close. Unfiltered. She won't question it. She never does. No one spoke. The typing in the corner stopped. Just for a second. Then came back. I locked the phone and pulled it toward me. "That's not my account," I said. "That's not my signature. And that's not my decision." Victor closed the file slowly. "We'll be expanding the scope of this investigation," he said. Then he turned. Not to me, to Tessa. And just like that, the room shifted away from them. No one followed me out. Not Tessa. Not my father. Not my mother. Behind me. Their voices rose, then dropped again, still trying to keep it contained, still thinking they could fix it if they stayed calm enough. Victor's voice carried once. "We'll be in contact. Not with me." I kept walking. Outside. The heat hit hard. The air smelled like asphalt. Simple. Real. Nothing hidden in it. My phone buzzed once. Unknown number. I didn't answer. By the time I reached my car, I already knew what came next. Investigations. Accounts frozen. Lawyers stepping in. Everything they built starting to come apart. Their system. Not mine. A few days later, someone called to confirm it. "You're no longer listed as responsible," the woman said. I didn't say thank you. I just ended the call. That night, I opened my email, went back through everything I had ignored, every forwarded file, every message that said, "Just sign this." I deleted all of it, not angry, just finished. I still don't know exactly when I stopped being part of that family and started being something they could use. Maybe it happened slowly. Maybe I let it. I don't have a clean answer for that. I just know this part. I'm not carrying it anymore. And that's as far as I've gotten.